Hi everyone, it's Fiona from Lavender Blue. Welcome back to my channel. And today I just wanted to show you what I've been making, and I've been making some little policy envelopes. I think, yeah, they're called policy envelopes or coin envelopes. And I've been making them in two different ways. So these ones here are they've got the sticky across the top so that you can just rip that off and you can close them. And these ones here have the little closure with the string like this. And I prefer this closure actually because I think it just looks really cute. So I'm going to show you both ways. And I've made these ones out of 6x6 paper. Just, you know, I've got a few old paper pads lying around and I wasn't sure what to do with them, so I thought that would be perfect for this this project. And these are great for your journals. They look so cute inside a journal, and but they also make really nice gift holders as well. So I'm going to be making these, and if you don't have 6x6 paper pads, you can also use your 12x12 papers and just cut them into 6x6. So I have a few sheets here of 12x12 that I'm going to make them with as well. And this one here, a piece of vellum, so I thought that would make a gorgeous little envelope because you can see through it as well. So you can do that as well, and obviously cut down any papers you've got, your A4 papers, book pages, if they're, you can make smaller ones probably out of book pages, music sheets, whatever you like. But just for ease of this tutorial, I'm using the 6x6 papers and I'm going to show you how I fold them. And I don't actually measure, I just eyeball it, but I can give you some rough measurements if you like. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure my camera was still filming because I did film it once already and I thought it was filming but it wasn't. So it is, so that's good. So what you're going to need is your paper and obviously some scissors and some glue. And then you're going to need some little brads, paper brads. I've just got these really little ones here. You could probably use bigger ones, any size. That's really just for what it looks like really. It's not really, it is functional as in it's holding these circles on, but whether you like them bigger or smaller is totally up to you. And then a little bit of washi tape. And some string, some sort of string or twine, and a circle punch if you have one, where you can just trace out a small lid or something and cut your circles freehand. I only have a 3/4 of an inch circle punch, so that's what I'm using. You might have a 1 inch or a 1/2 inch, or you probably wouldn't want to go too big with these little envelopes, but I'm sure 1 inch would be fine, up to 1 inch circles. So I'm using that one. And yep, I think that's all you need. So to start off with, I just get my paper and I just fold this one side in, and I'm not really measuring it, but I fold it roughly to halfway between here and the folded edge when it's folded, so it's roughly in the middle. And I think it works out to be about 2 inches. Yeah, usually about 2 inches. And then I fold the other side over, just making sure that I'm folding it roughly about 1 inch. So from the edge of this bottom piece of paper to the edge of this piece, it's around about 1 inch. And say if you're making a gift card holder and you want to be sure, you can just get your card and you know you want some space either side and just fold it like this. So I just eyeball it, so it's roughly an inch there. And then you want something to furnish your folds down with. Sorry, I've just got a bit of salt on here from when I was doing some painting yesterday. So that's that. Now, as far as the length goes, I don't bother to cut it down. So the way I fold it, I think it turns out quite a nice size. But if you want it shorter, you can just cut a bit off here. But what I'm going to do first is fold the bottom up. This is going to be the bottom flap. And I fold this up around about ½ an inch. From about 1/4 to ½ an inch. And it looks a little bit messy at first. It looks like these bits are sticking out, but don't worry about that, because we're going to fix that. So that's the bottom one, and the top one I fold down around about an inch. A bit more there. And make sure we do our folds like this. So we have that. So what we're going to do now is open it up, and I want to cut this. This will be the bottom flap that folds up. This will be this little bit here. So I need to cut these two out, but I'm going to cut them so that I have an angle in here. So when I fold it up, I have that little angle piece. So I'm just going to cut into here, and then I'm going to cut across here. Cut that off. So now, so that I get this at the same angle on both sides, I'm just going to use this little bit as a template that I've cut off, so that it's the same angle. And just cut that one off. Like that. So that's our little bottom bit, which folds up like this. I'm not going to glue it down just yet. So for the top bit, you want to do pretty much the same thing. So I'm going to cut this in at an angle. But when I cut this piece off, I'm going to angle it down a little bit and make sort of a little curve. Only to about probably 1/4 of an inch down from the line. And that's because when you fold up this, you want to have a little gap here for putting things in and out of your pocket. You don't have to, it's up to you. You can leave it straight across if you want to. And you could maybe punch a half circle out of it. But I cut mine down at an angle like this. So I'll just show you that. So I've cut it in on an angle there for the flap. Then I'm just cutting sort of around to about there. And then on the other side, I'm going to use this as a template again, so that they're roughly the same. So I'm going to cut it like this. And then I like to use this little bit just to start off my curve. And cut it about the same. So then when we fold it, we have this. Really quick and easy, this one. So all we need to do now is glue it down. And I just put a bit of glue on this side, the longer side. when my glue decides to come out. Roughly come in about half an inch. That should be plenty. Put that one down. Then I want to glue my bottom up, which is the smaller one. Like that. And there we have our little envelope. It's probably roughly the same size. Yeah, roughly. If, like I said, if you want to measure, you can do that, but I just tend to eyeball it. And then we want to put our bit of tape across the top. So I'll just get my double-sided tape. Put it roughly just a tiny bit down from the top there. And then just cut the edges off. So whoever gets it, they can just rip that off and stick it down. If you wanted to put a bit on the sides, you probably could too. Or you could put a couple of strips across here actually. But I'm just going to leave mine like that. So that's that one. So now I'm going to show you how I made this one with the other closure. Grab another piece of paper and I'm just going to fold it exactly the same. Fold this in a couple of inches. Then fold this one in so there's roughly about an inch from here to here. Fold up the bottom roughly half an inch. And then the top about an inch. You could fold it a little bit less if you want to. It's totally up to you, but if you're, keep in mind that your circle, if your circle is an inch, you'd want to fold it an inch or more, the top flap. Unless, I've seen some people put the circle right on the edge there, and it's sort of overhanging. But mine's in the middle there, so, and I've just got little 3/4 of an inch circles. So we've done that bit. So what we have to do now is do the same thing as before and cut out the bottom and the top flaps. Going in at an angle and then just cutting this off. Whoops, I'm going to use that as a template for this one. Going in there, and it doesn't matter if it's not exactly the same, but you want it roughly even. And then this bit going in again at a slight angle, and then I'm going to angle it down and make it kind of a little curve like this. And then the same on the other side. If it's easier, you can stick a little bit of washi tape there to hold it down while you're doing this. So I'm just going to start that off there, come around like that. So then we close it and we've got that there. So I'm not going to glue it down just yet. I'm going to cut out my circles, and see how you have this little piece left over? You can use that for your circles if you want to, if you could get 2 circles out of it. Although I prefer to use a stiffer card. This is actually just a piece of watercolour paper that I've gessoed over the top. I had some left over, so I used that on that one. This one, I've got some craft cardstock. I think I'm gonna use that on this one. So I'm gonna cut out my 2 circles. 1, 2, and just close this up. And then all I'm going to do is sort of eyeball where I want to put it for the top one, and then I'm going to poke my hole through. So I need my little pokey tool. So I'll poke a hole in the centre of this first. Yeah, roughly the centre. Oh, that wasn't the centre, was it? No, that wasn't the centre. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to do another one. Let me see. It's probably easier if you have something like a cutting mat under you, actually. Something soft so that you can go down like this. Start your hole. And then just go through a little way. It doesn't need to be very big, like that. I'm just going to cut out another circle, same as I ruined the last one. And put a hole in this one as well. Just put it through like that. So the next thing, I'll figure out roughly where I want it on here, and I'm just going to centre it like my other one here. And then I'm going to poke a hole through there. Now this hole here you want to be a little bit bigger. I'm just making it a little bit bigger because we're going to stick our string through here. So you just want to make sure you can get it through there. And I'm not cutting it yet to the length. I'm going to wait till until I've wrapped it around. I'm just going to poke it through here. It can be a little bit fiddly. So I'm going to make my hole just a little bit bigger. There. And you only need it through a tiny little bit. And once you've got it through, I'm just going to stick that down with a little bit of washi tape. You only need a tiny bit. So and you can cover this up afterwards if you want to with a piece of paper or whatever you've got, but I just tend to leave mine like that because I think if you've got a pretty piece of washi tape there, it's not too bad. And then you've got your brad will go over that. So the next thing, we're not going to put the string through the hole on this because you actually want this underneath that. So what we need to do is we need to get our brad. I thought I had got some out, maybe not. I'm not going to use that one. So 2 of these. I might even try some bigger ones in this one just to see what it looks like. I've got some that I've rusted up. I don't know if you saw my tutorial on when I was experimenting with rusting up safety pins and paper clips and brads just to make them look a little bit vintage. So I'm just going to try the bigger ones. Actually, when I think about it, they're probably not going to be okay because I'm going to need a lot bigger hole there. And because it's such a small project, I don't really want to make the hole any bigger. So actually, no, I'm not going to use the bigger ones on these ones. Maybe on some bigger policy envelopes, but these ones, I think the smaller ones are going to be better. So I'm going to put it through here. And then just put it through this hole here. Trying moving the string out the way to one side. Just push it through. And then I can open it up. This is a little bit fiddly too. Because they are so small. Oh, I can't quite get that in there. There we go. And they just go like that. So, as I said, if you don't like that bit of washi tape there, you might want to glue a strip of paper across there. But I'm not really too bothered with that. Or I could possibly put just for decoration. Actually, yeah. I'm going to put, try and make that a bit flatter. Put a bit of washi tape across the whole lot. And just cut that. Cut that there. So then you can't see the little thing there. Okay, so that's that bit. So that bit's secured in place. So for this one, I put it, you know, in line with this one. So I'm just going to eyeball that again. It's going to go down. And mark my hole. And I only need to poke it through the top one. I'm going to poke it through this top. Actually, normally I put that side over the top. Yeah, normally I do. Doesn't really matter, but I'm going to do it this way. I won't be able to see. You won't be able to see that other one because it's hidden by this. So I'm going to do it like this. And all we need to do with this one is put in our little brad. Need my little pokey tool again. Just separate those. It's not working. Quite fiddly, these little ones. There we go. And again, you can put a little bit of tape over there, which is probably a good idea, so that well, nothing's probably going to catch on there anyway, but just so that nothing catches on it and you won't see this piece of tape. So now I'm going to glue it all together. So first of all, I'm going to glue this bit. My glue, there it is. I'll come in around about 1/2 inch. And I'm just using a clear craft glue, which I find dries a lot quicker. It tends to hold a bit better than PVA glue. Doesn't really matter what brand, I just think the clear craft glue is better to work with. Like that. Now I'm going to glue up my bottom. Just making sure I'm still filming. Yes, I am. Like that. And then I'm going to, you can wrap this around here first if you want to, like once. And wrap it in a figure of 8 a few times, about 3 times. And then I'm going to cut it off just here. Just do that again, make it a bit neater, tighter. And there you have it, your little mini policy envelope or gift card holder. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. And where are my other ones? So we've got these ones and then these ones with the little sticky bits at the top that we made. So I hope that was helpful and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.